In 1974, at Moscow's Vnukovo Airport, a German shepherd named Palma was separated from her owner. They were supposed to fly together to Norilsk. The ticket was ready and everything was set. But there was one problem. Palma did not have the veterinary certificate needed to board. Faced with a choice, the owner made a heartbreaking decision. She unclipped the leash, gave the dog a final embrace, and walked up the steps into the airplane. She never looked back. Palma chased the roaring Ilyushin 18 down the runway until it disappeared into the clouds, completely unaware that her long vigil had just begun. For the next 2 years, the bustling airport became Palma's entire world. She found shelter under a baggage trailer and relied on the kindness of ground workers for scraps of food. Yet, her eyes never stopped scanning the sky. Palma possessed an incredible ability to recognize the distinct sound of the Il-18 engines. Every time one landed, she raced to the steps, intently sniffing the passengers and looking for the face she loved. A pilot named Vyacheslav Valente saw her constantly and was deeply moved by her dedication. He often spoke about her presence on the tarmac, saying, "She is like a living shadow of hope, never giving up on the person who left her behind." In 1976, a popular newspaper published an article about the faithful airport dog, causing a national sensation. Soon after, a letter arrived from Norilsk, written by the original owner. She confirmed the story, explaining that she left Palma due to the paperwork trouble, but she made no effort to come back and claim her. Thankfully, the story did not end on the cold asphalt. Out of the thousands of people who offered to adopt her, a compassionate teacher named Vera Kotlyarevskaya from Kiev traveled to Moscow to win Palma's trust. She spent days patiently sitting with the dog until Palma felt safe enough to leave the airport. When they arrived at her new home, Palma walked over to Vera's sleeping daughter. The dog gently licked the little girl's cheek and softly nipped her ear in a gesture of pure affection. Vera later wrote in her diary, "She is a perfectly balanced dog, showing a deep and beautiful attachment to her true home." Palma's incredible devotion eventually inspired a movie, but her real reward was much simpler. After 700 days of waiting in the wind, she finally found a family that loved her just as much as she loved them, proving that the most loyal hearts always find their way to a warm home.